I guess I've always felt like there was a God, so I kind of teetered on, you know, realism type belief, and then attached it to spiritual belief. So I don't know, I guess you could say I was lost. When I met my wife, she found out about New City. You know, I went, listened to the message, and she was right. And you know, when Matt preaches, he's like really straightforward. So it kind of caught my attention and made me actually focus on what he was talking about. And so it made me really struggle with what I grew up thinking, you know, God was about and how life was supposed to work. And I was like, okay, well, I believe Jesus really did have like a huge impact on people to be able to say, okay, this is something you should do. But I didn't fully believe he was the Messiah. The church started doing a 90-day give challenge, tithing challenge. So I'm like, you know, I've never really for real given. That was, seeing that chunk come out was hard, I admittedly say. But I went along with it because I agreed and I really wanted to see. I could not say God didn't have his hands in that. And it wasn't until in December of 2017, we were going through a little bit of struggle with hard times and stuff, you know. My wife, there's a couple who she watches their little boy. They were going to pay her, you know, hey, this is our, you know, money we're paying you for watching our kid. Well, I'll go ahead and say it was like $500, you know, like way more than what she was supposed to be getting. And so she hurried up and called him like, hey, I don't know if you made a mistake here. Are you like paying like for the whole time, or, you know, I don't know. And they're like, oh, no, we're paying you because you do a good job, and then also that's your Christmas bonus. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's like crazy. Like, who does that? You know, it stayed on my mind the whole day. It like really messed with me. And so I came home, and so I went into the room by myself, and I actually prayed about it. Like, I talked to God. Like, at that point, I was talking to God. I never really prayed to him. And so I actually physically sat down and prayed to him. And I was like, Lord, is this something that you're trying to show me? Like, or is this something that's, you know, my wife is super faithful to you. Maybe you're doing this for her. And because I'm married to her, it's trickling down to me. I was like, yeah, okay, that's what it is. It's all her. It's nothing to do with me. And right when I thought that, there was a knock on the door. I go to the door, and there was a neighbor down the street, and she had a chicken in her hand and a frozen turkey in her hand. And she's like, hi, here you go. Something just said, you know, I had this extra food, we don't need it, you know, I just want to give it to you. Have a good day. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And so I'm thinking, that's God. It's gotta be. I had no dinner plans for that day. Like I said, we didn't have any, we would have had something to eat, but it wasn't a full turkey chicken dinner, you know? And so like that blew my mind. I was like, right now, I cannot no longer say Jesus is not real. I can't fight it anymore. So I accepted Jesus that day. Until that time, I didn't have any experience with him at all. Like, I felt like something tragic had to happen for me to have that attachment to him. You know, I felt like as long as I was doing good, then I was okay. So to know that that he still believed in me to show himself, to reveal himself to me, it was great. It was a really relieving feeling to do. It was good times.